Hi, friends. Jennifer Johnson here with the one and only Scott Talley, who is the co-founder, CEO, mastermind, best guy in the world of Network in Action. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Tough to live up to all that, but I'll do my best.
Nope, I'm not buttering you up just because we're on the same screen together. We are talking about the 6 main differences of network in action. And let me tell you brief overview. Network in action is changing the way we network. It's a mastermind community. It's your business advisory community. It's your sales strategy, and it's your referral group. And bottom line, it's your family. So let me get my tissues again. It's built with kindness and love and support, and that's how businesses grow. That's what we'll be doing. Relationships.
Yep.
So today we're going to talk about one of the main differences, key differences, is a professional leader. I have 2 groups working on a third. I am the professional leader. I was a real estate agent, and the best part about real estate was networking. So getting people together, making people happy, making businesses grow. Yes. And so that's what I decided to do full time. I am a professional leader with Network in Action, and I am living my best life thanks to Scott Talley. Let me get my tissue.
Well, I get too much credit. I get too much credit. All I did was introduce you to what you were meant to do your whole life.
Well,
and you did this very successfully for a big private equity firm where you built out a big networking group for free. And when we met, I remember at the coffee shop sitting right there going, I don't sell people, but I sure hope Jennifer comes along, because what you did there, you can replicate, you can be compensated fairly for it. And the members you bring together will benefit so much from the love in your heart, and they are.
Well, thank you. Well, this isn't about me, but so tell us why a professional leader is so important in the group.
So in the 35, 40-year history of networking, I have tremendous admiration for Dr. Meisner, who, created BNI. But I always say what's more fascinating to me, even more than they're in 58 countries and have, thousands and thousands of members, what's more fascinating to me is he was able to accomplish that on the backs of volunteers. I mean, busy business owners who were so endeared to the organization that they volunteered. And I understood that because he's such a great guy and his heart was in the right place. Today, BNI is owned by a private equity firm. Now, why anyone would choose to continue to volunteer to help Mitt Romney, metaphorically, is beyond me. But what I wanted to do from day one was create a different, completely experience. And so I thought to myself, do I know of any organization in the world, nonprofit, for-profit, where volunteers do a better job of running it than a person who's being paid and trained and professionally involved? And I thought, no, I don't. So I thought, if we're going to have monthly meeting, the most key ingredient we have is great leadership that doesn't change every October. So our franchises are in it to win it. They're well compensated. They can make a full-time gig out of it if they like, or they can add it as an additional revenue stream to an existing job, but their hearts are in the right place. So as an example, when COVID hit, I saw a video put out by our competitor that said, all the great changes they made in their organization, basically taking their members and putting them on a Zoom screen, sort of like an aquarium setting where everybody's just looking out at the bubble, right? Well, because we had professional business owners who are financially invested and who would receive the benefit, they all went out and got their own Zoom IDs to make it easier on the members. And then they sat in on tons of additional training to understand how to run a proper Zoom meeting, how to use breakout rooms, how to load documents. So our transition from traditional in-person networking to either all online or hybrid meetings during that time was very seamless. And we had a massive growth because people came to realize how much they needed networking, and they
Hi,
didn't want
friends.
to just
Jennifer
stare at
Johnson here with
a
the
computer
one
screen
and
and a square box
only
like Hollywood
Scott Talley,
Squares. They
who
wanted to
is
get
the
engaged and involved.
co-founder,
And guess what else?
CEO,
Because our franchise owners lead
mastermind,
everyone on a journey to grow their
best guy in
business,
the world
we had
of
brand new
networking action.
agendas
Welcome,
every
Scott.
month.
Thank you so
That
much
were
for your kind
conducive
words.
to online.
Tough to
So
live up
this
to all that,
type
but I'll
of
do my best.
arrangement where
Nope,
Jennifer
I'm
is
not letting you
financially
out just 'cause
vested
we're
with
on
the
the same
purchase of her
screen together.
franchise, but more so what's in her heart,
We
what
are
she wants to
talking
do with
about
her
the
life
6
is to
main
help people.
differences of network and action.
Brings together
and
a
let me tell you
completely different group.
brief
As an
overview.
example,
Network and action is changing
if
the
Jennifer
way
called on a
we
CPA
network.
firm, let's just say,
It's,
and the CPA firm
it's a
said,
mastermind community.
this looks
It's
great,
your
but I'm
business
busy. I'm going to put
advisory
a marketing
community.
person in
It's your
here.
sales
Jennifer may or may
strategy,
not
and it's
choose
your
to put that
referral
marketing
group.
person in there.
And
But she
bottom
has
line
the
is your
liberty.
family.
She is the
Let me get
membership
my
committee.
tissues again.
She is the membership
It
committee.
is
One of my
a-
favorite
it's
stories
love-
of a
it's
franchise
love-
owner
it's
who I
built
went on an
with
appointment with,
kindness
and we
and
walked
love
out. I
and
said,
support,
you
and
did
that's
a
how
great
that's how
job.
business
You might have
grow.
pulled out an
That's
application
what
and asked
we
them,
do.
for the order. And
Relationships,
she looked at me and she said,
Yeah.
I would have if
So
I
today
thought
we're
they would
going
have
to
been
talk
good for the
about one of the
group.
main differences.
And I went,
Key
hallelujah.
differences is a
That's what
professional
makes us
leader.
different.
Yep.
We
I
don't
have 2
drag
groups
friends into this
working on a
meeting,
third.
hoping they
I am
join.
the professional leader.
Jennifer goes out and
I
meets
was a
the
real
best of
estate
the best
agent,
in her
and
community.
the best part
they
about
want
real
to
estate was
join.
networking.
It's very
So,
purposeful. I will
getting
say
people
that.
together,
And
making people
quite
happy,
frankly,
making
we probably
businesses
talk to
grow.
3 to 5 people a
Yes,
day.
and
about
so that's
networking,
what I decided
but we're
to do full
very
time. I am a
selective
professional leader with
about who we
network and
choose.
action,
And it's a
and
long
I
process,
am
as Jennifer
living
knows,
my
to go
best
through
life, thanks
to
to
be
Scott
awarded
Talley.
a franchise,
Let me get my
because like every
Wow.
franchise, one
I
right
get
now,
too
I
much
appreciate
credit
it.
ruin the
I
whole
get
batch.
too much
so
credit.
We're
All
very
I did
picky,
was
and we
introduce
get
you
great
to what you were
leaders
meant to do. Your
proven
whole
leaders,
leaders, proven entrepreneurs,
and,
people who know
you
the
know,
grind.
you did this
And
very
they have the heart in the
successfully
right
for a
place.
big
And boy,
private
did we get
equity
it right.
firm where
No
you built
Forest
out a
and
big
River
group
Oaks
and
and
big
Houston
networking
with Jennifer Free. And when
Shameless
we met, I
plug.
remember at the coffee
Well
shop
deserved.
sitting right there
No,
going,
well,
I
thank
don't
you. It
sell
really does
people,
make a difference.
but I
And when I put
sure
my
hope
feet on
Jennifer
the
comes
floor in the
along,
morning, I'm
because
like,
what you
how
did
can
there,
I
you can
help my
replicate,
group
you can be
grow? How
compensated
can I help the
fairly
people
for
in
it.
my group do
And
better?
the members
So-
you bring together. If you think will about it, it all benefit fits so much together. from the love in your heart. If
And
you're
they
gonna have a
are.
monthly meeting,
Well,
somebody's
thank
got to
you,
be
thank
leading
you.
the troops and the
Well,
tribe
this
during
isn't
the
about
30 days
me,
we're not together.
but
And that's
so
Jennifer.
tell us why a
And if you think
professional
about the
leader is so
guaranteed return on
important in the
investment,
group.
well, we could just So go in guarantee the you a 10 35, time 40 return year unless history Jennifer's of watching the networking. scoreboard to see, okay, I have tremendous
Mark's not getting
admiration
his
for
referrals.
Dr.
I better
Meisner,
go talk to
who,
Mark and
created
see how I can
BNI.
help him.
But I
And so
always
that-
say
it all
what's
works
more
together.
fascinating to
You know,
me,
all 6 of
even
our
more than
differences,
they're in
nothing
58
is more
countries
important
and have
than
you
the
know,
right leader.
thousands and thousands of members.
And there's
What's
some
more
great,
fascinating to
all
me
the
is he
leaders
was
are
able
great.
to
I've met
accomplish
them,
that
and
on the backs of
side
volunteers.
story. I know we're going on, but my husband came to the
I mean,
summit that
busy
was in
business
Houston,
owners
and I hadn't
who
quite
were
joined.
so
And all
endeared
the
to the organization
people,
that
all
they
the owners
volunteered.
from around
And
the
I
country were
understood
there.
that
And
because
Mark
he's
turned
such
to
a
me
great
again.
guy
And
and
like,
his
these
heart
are
was
the
in the right place.
nicest people
Today,
I've ever
BNI is owned
met.
by a
It
private
is so
equity
kind
firm.
and supportive.
Now,
I
why
said,
anyone
I
would choose to
know.
continue to volunteer to
Cry
help?
now. Yeah,
Yeah,
and Rob,
no, it's true. I love my
metaphorically,
franchise.
you know,
It's beyond
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And we're-
But
Yeah,
what I
it's
wanted
not
to do
competitive. It's all
from day
one
one
unit.
was
and
create a
that's
different,
that's thanks to
completely
you
experience.
because you've set
And
that
so I thought to
precedent
myself,
for
do I
what it
know
needs
of
to be.
any
You know, I always say
organization,
we're
in the
leading a
world,
revolution
nonprofit,
here. We're
for-profit,
trying to get people who know and
where
understand that
volunteers
networking
do a
works to
better
give
job
another
of
chance.
running it than a
And if you're
person
gonna lead
who's
a
being
revolution,
paid
you
and
gotta have great
trained and
leaders, and we do.
professionally involved.
Good deal.
And I
All
thought,
right,
no,
let
I
me get my
don't.
tissue
So I thought, if
again.
we're going to have monthly meetings,
All
the
right,
most
well, that
key
concludes
ingredient we have is great leadership
professional
that
leader
doesn't
category.
change
What
every
makes
October.
NIA different? What are the 6
So our
main
franchises are
key
in it
differences
to win it.
of
They're well
professional
compensated.
leadership?
They can make
Thanks
for
a
giving
me a
full-time
chance to
gig
talk
out of
about
it
it.
if
I
they
appreciate
like, or
it.
they can add
Yeah,
it as an additional
absolutely.
revenue stream to an
So we will
existing
see you
job.
guys next time.
But their
with
hearts are
a
in the right
new
place.
Key difference. Stay tuned.
So as an example,
see you later.
when COVID hit, I saw a video put out by our competitor that said, all the great changes they made in their organization, basically taking their members and putting them on a Zoom screen, sort of like an aquarium setting where everybody's just looking out at the bubble, right? Well, because we had professional business owners who were financially invested and who would receive the benefit, they all went out and got their own Zoom IDs to make it easier on the members. And then they sat in on tons of additional training to understand how to run a proper Zoom meeting, how to use breakout rooms, how to load documents. So our transition from traditional in-person networking to either all online or hybrid meetings during that time was very seamless. And we had a massive growth because people came to realize how much they needed networking, and they didn't want to just stare at a computer screen in a square box like Hollywood Squares. They wanted to get engaged and involved. And guess what else? Because our franchise owners lead everyone on a journey to grow their business, we had brand new agendas every month that were conducive to online. So this type of arrangement where Jennifer is financially vested with the purchase of her franchise, but more so what's in her heart, what she wants to do with her life is to help people, brings together a completely different group. As an example, if Jennifer called on a CPA firm, let's just say, and the CPA firm said, this looks great, but I'm busy. I'm going to put a marketing person in here. Jennifer may or may not choose to put that marketing person in there, but she has the liberty. She is the membership committee.
Yep.
She is the membership committee. One of my favorite stories is a franchise owner who I went on an appointment with, and we walked out. I said, you did a great job. You might have pulled out an application and asked them, for the order. And she looked at me and she said, I would have if I thought they would have been good for the group. And I went, hallelujah. That's what makes us different.
Yep.
We don't drag friends into this meeting hoping they join. Jennifer goes out and meets the best of the best in her community, and they want to join.
It's very purposeful. I will say
Very
that.
purposeful.
Very
And
purposeful.
quite frankly, we probably talk to 3 to 5 people a day about networking, but we're very selective about who we choose. And it's a long process, as Jennifer knows, to go through to be awarded a franchise, because like every franchise, one rotten egg will ruin the whole batch. So we're very picky, and we get great leaders, proven entrepreneurs, people who know the grind and that have the heart in the right place. And boy, did we get it right in Oak Forest and River Oaks and Houston with Jennifer.
Shameless plug.
Well deserved.
No, well, thank you. It really does make a difference. And when I put my feet on the floor in the morning, I'm like, how can I help my group grow? How can I help the people in my group do better? So
Yeah, if you think about it, it all fits together. If you're going to have a monthly meeting, somebody's got to be leading the troops and the tribe during the 30 days we're not together, and that's
Right.
Jennifer. And if you think about the guaranteed return on investment, well, we couldn't just go guarantee you a 10-time return unless Jennifer's watching the scoreboard to see, okay, Mark's not getting his referrals. I better go talk to Mark and see how I can help him. And so that it all works together, all 6 of our differences, but nothing is more important than the right leader.
and there's some all the leaders are great. I've met them. And side story, I know we're going on, but my husband came to the summit that was in Houston, and I hadn't quite joined, and all the people, all the owners from around the country were there. And Mark turned to me at dinner and like, these are the nicest people I've ever met. It is so kind and supportive. I said, I know.
You're gonna make me cry now. Yeah, no, it's true. I love my franchise owners. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not competitive. It's all one unit, and that's thanks to you, because you've set that precedent for what it needs to be.
I always say we're leading a revolution here. We're trying to get people who know and understand that networking works to give another chance. And if you're going to lead a revolution, you got to have great leaders, and we do.
Good deal. All right, let me get my tissue again. All right, well, that concludes professional leader category. What makes NIA different? What are the 6 main key differences of professional leadership?
Thanks for giving me a chance to talk about it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will see you guys next time with a new key difference. Stay tuned. See you later.